JJK 265, swears ahead. Let's begin. So we are in Yuji's domain, but it's a bit peculiar, and even Suguna notices, saying that he experienced this before, the rare phenomenon of connecting with a sorcerer in the height of battle, just like how Suguna connected with Kashimo some chapters ago, but this one is a little bit different. Yuji confirms, saying he did it in a hurry, so he doesn't even know what the hell this shit does. He continues, saying that he just wanted a little bit of time to talk to Suguna. All I was expecting for this chapter was hands to be thrown, not slice of life. I'm tired of seeing this Goro looking ass, crusty eye infected with pink eye, oh my god, get away from me. But I'm yapping too much. He shows him a random statue that the Suguna doesn't even know. I was raised here until I was 6, maybe 7, and then moved to Sendai. I was born there, but we moved back for Gram's work. I came here for the first time in like 10 years for a funeral of a friend of my grandpa's. I wouldn't say it was a ghost town, but it did surprise me how empty it felt. Actually, I wasn't surprised. If I'm being honest, I kinda expected it. It didn't really shake me. I wonder if that guy would have come to my grandpa's funeral if he died first. This is the park I hung out at most often, but I thought I was gonna die once after I stubbed my toe on a swing set, so I'm not too mad about it. One time, I used this fountain to try and rinse off some slime I dropped in the sandbox, but the whole thing went down the drain. I was bawling. Yuji's yapping about a morning flower, but Suguna corrects this dumbass saying he's a what? Hydrangea? I don't care about that pronunciation. A ton of this bloom here, huh? I really only noticed it after I moved away. I wonder who's in charge of deciding the foliage for each town. Wait, are you into flowers? Sukuna says that it's from Megumi's memory, and Yuji asks if that's the case, so he already knows this place from his memories. But Sukuna says that he didn't waste his time watching every single useless memory, implying that Sukuna has some sort of memory TV. This park was pretty far from my house, but you can catch crayfish here. Try it out. Unless the strongest sorcerer in history can catch some crayfish. Silence! Oh, that's so funny. Sukuna's crayfish is bigger, but it's an American crayfish, but Yuji's Japanese, so it's more rare. And they're about to start fighting, oh yeah. And I was starting to get excited, but we go back to the slice of life. Fuck. This is the department store that opened when I was 5. Thanks to this thing, all of the mom and pop shops vanished. It got kind of quiet with all of the small businesses closing down, but they opened a movie theater upstairs, so I considered it even. It's a pretty great place. But don't worry, there's a lot more green once you leave the town a bit. See? Green as far as the eye can see. I used to catch grasshoppers in the rice fields here till the cage was about to burst. Haven't seen many of them lately though. Maybe pesticides got way stronger? Suguna wondering if all of this yapping is going anywhere, but Yuji doesn't care, he keeps yapping and oh, horse! Horses are awesome. No matter how many times I see them, their heads are bigger than I remember. My grandpa took me to this farm every so often. I guess now that I think about it, he did a lot of parenting in my mom and dad's place. The soft serve here is killer. I spent my whole allowance on it that day. But then I ate too much and threw up. Sukuna's still trying to start some beef, but Yuji just ignores him and says that let's go to do some archery. Sukuna shows off his Heian era skills, leaving Yuji perplexed. Him saying that he's no fun to play with, but Sukuna strikes back saying that he's more accustomed to this because he's from that era. You'd see snow sculpture after snow sculpture lined up here during our snow festival in the winter. I wonder if they still do that now. It's the same in Sendai, but it never really snows there. It just doesn't feel like winter unless the snow starts to pile up. I always loved to drink sweet milk tea after my hands went numb from snow shoveling in the morning. My grandpa always looked stunned by it. Once it got closer to Christmas, I would hear bells ring at night. That always made me think that Santa really did exist. I only realized way later that it was just the snow chains on the car tires. Sukuna has had enough of this yapping and usually says that he has showed most of what he wanted. Sukuna tired of all this bullshit, let's go straight to the point, boy. You know, up until recently, I thought I should just fulfill my role as I understood it. I thought if I died like that, I could at least consider it a proper death. But now, I feel like that's not entirely right. Walking the dog, raising a family, any sort of role like that is just fine. Even if you don't have anything like that, as long as you can eat, shit, sleep, even if you're stuck in bed sick, even if you spend your life with no connections and nothing remains of you. More than memories made in one's image is within the little, tiny fragments that remain drifting off where the value of life lies. It never had anything to do with the way that people die. I just couldn't ever forgive those who act as if that value didn't exist. Sukuna, I loathe you. Humans aren't tools. We aren't born with any set role. Which is to say, I don't know. I don't know whether humans are fundamentally good or evil. I could very well be doing the wrong thing here. So I thought I should at least let you see the humanity of someone other than yourself, of someone you see no value in. Sukuna says that he understands everything that he says, but he doesn't feel it. It doesn't store any emotions. Just like how Yuji felt when he saw the empty town, he feels absolutely nothing. Yuji figures he would respond like that, and Sukuna just said he's dumbfounded by his cowardice. Your rage towards me, your hatred, is this all it amounted to? Sukuna gets a little bit surprised, asking if he's pitying him, if this is his way to show compassion. Exactly. Sukuna, I can kill you, release Fushiguro, return to my body, and I'll spare your life. And we're finally back into the action. This is what I like to see. Like, let alone is big fiction. This is probably the angriest Sukuna has ever got in the entire manga. He said that, bro, you're misunderstanding here. He won't just kill him, but every person that Yuji cherishes. Until the very end, Sukuna's gonna be a hater. He don't wanna hear none of it. Look like your average political Twitter user. And yeah, that was an easy 10 out of 10. Although we didn't get hands, she's still beautiful. And I don't need to say anything, the chapter speaks for itself. Let me know what I can do to make the editing better. Subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.